Welcome back to Extreme Festival action from Zwartkops. It's Women's Month, so of course we're going to spoil some of the ladies that are around here today and give them each a little rose from our Zwartkops boys. Nice to see the bands and everybody being entertained here, young and old. We've still got another race of G&H Transport Extreme Supercars to come your way. Battle's going to be for second place again, I'm sure, so keep an eye on those Ferraris and Tata Carrello. Unfortunately, a little bit of an issue there for the baby beamer of Davy Olafir on the slowdown lap. Problem with the car, and he's had to pull out of the entire day's racing. But how's the technology on these cars? Absolutely amazing to see these things in full flight. And we're looking forward to heat number 2 now. Jonathan Dutoit with a problem, pulling in a pit lane. There's another car just ahead of him as well, so it looks like 2 cars with some issues right at the start. Let's see what Tata Carrella's got in mind here as he goes side by side with Arungis. Can he outgun the Aston Martin into turn 1? Lights off and we're racing. He's going for it. He's dived on the inside, he's got the whole shot. Well, Carrello hangs on for now, but I don't think it's going to be much longer before Arungis shows him the way around. Down onto the braking markers into turn 2, and he forces the Aston Martin wide. Incredible stuff. There's Alwyn Steenkamp also putting pressure onto the mid-pack there. Gianni not getting quite the start he wanted. He's tucked in behind the first of the BMWs, which is usually him. It's now not at all. Steenkamp getting through there, that fire-breathing dragon of his. Heading up towards turn 4, and Tato still hangs on. Oh, he's going to go for a bit of a Brad Anastas here. One lap wonder. Let's see if we can keep it all together. As they get to the top of the hill, goes defensive. Now under braking. Look at Arungis around the outside. Brilliant stuff. Late brakes, he runs wide. Tato comes back at him. It is so close between these two. Tato is making Arungis work hard here and giving McLaren SA a huge amount of work, that's for sure. Fantastic coverage here for them as they come through, and he's going to complete the lap in the front of this pack, or is he? Yes, he is. 1 lap to the McLaren. What is Arungis going to do to try and find his way past? Further back, look at this as they start to line up. It's still Tato out front. Mark Dutoit in 3rd place, all on his own sim. Just behind there, I think that was Ricky Giannacara. Yes, the Lamborghini there, tucked into 4th place, but now under braking for turn 2. And still no answer from Arungis. He must be loving this. He hasn't had a good fight like this for a long, long time. And now as they get on board here with Mark Dutoit, watch those two start to pull away. Whatever they've done to that McLaren seems to be working well, and Tato just hanging on, but not for much longer. Into turn 4, lap 2, and eventually Arungis finds a way past. Tato will be having a good laugh underneath that helmet, that's for sure. Having kept out Arungis for almost a lap and a half. Arungis might make him pay though. Probably going to try set a new lap record now on that Pirelli rubber. Now under braking, Tata Carrello looks in the rearview mirror. He's got a bit of distance between himself and Mark Dutoit. Faisal Kutsiev starting to apply pressure. Oh! Is that? Yes, I think that might be Bruce all on his own sim. Yes, indeed. Bruce Turner in the Primogen BMW just getting it wrong. Putting the wheel onto the dirty stuff on the inside of the corner of turn 4. And he goes right to the back of the field. In fact, right to the back behind the Mega Fiber TT of Marius Jackson. Across the line they come one more time. Dion Duplessis ahead of Gianni Giannacara. Gianni not finding the same kind of pace as what he had in race number 1, that's for sure. Whatever they've done to change the car up, to give it a little bit more pace, hasn't quite worked out. Now as they come down on the braking markers, Faisal starting to pull away and looking to close in on and Blunden. The Porsche man is going to have his eyes on those rearview mirrors. Blunden loves this Porsche and goes really well in it, but with a hard-charging Faisal Kutsiev, he might have a bit of a run on his money there because that BMW is very good. The Ferrari performing well here as well for Mark Dutoit. Trans-Africa Racing only with 1 player in this one today. In heat number 2, his brother unfortunately had to pull in with a little bit of an issue there on the Ferrari. Now it's a lone battle between that Ferrari of Dutoit and, of course, the McLaren. Going well, getting away and maintaining just a car length ahead of Dutoit. Carrello doing it all right. Can he keep it together, though, for the rest of this race? He managed to keep out both Ferraris under this amount of pressure all of race number 1, and now looking to do the same thing through race 2, but there's only one of them this time. Back on board with Ricky Giannacara as we come down through turn number 2. His brother just behind fighting with Dion Duplessis. Have a look at this. Full acceleration on the Lamborghini. Heading up the back straight, 175, just a small rollout, then it gets to 185, 190. He's going to get 200, he's over 200 k's an hour before he rolls off through for turn 4. Great on board there to have a look and see what that Lamborghini's capabilities are. Watch it up the hill, it should be quicker up the hill. This is the fastest part of the circuit, and he just gets to the 220 mark before he climbs on the brakes and down the gearbox. Closing in though, it looks like Ricky might have a small problem on that car. He's definitely being caught hand over fist there by the KTM crossbow of Dion Duplessis and his brother. There it is. Look at that fire-breathing dragon of Alwyn Steenkamp. Coming from motorcycle racing, he just loves this BMW, and he's now getting to grips with it big time. He's leading Class B, and he's a long way up the road from Ann Blunden. Giannacaro's in trouble. Ricky Giannacaro is having some problems. He has got the KTM Crossbow and his brother all over it. In fact, wow, Dion Duplessis lucky to survive that one. Ran onto the dirty stuff, had to catch the car, which allowed Gianni Giannacaro through. The Mega 5 TT. That, of course, Marius Jackson, and he's been closed down now by the leader. No issues whatsoever for Charles Laurentiis, other than that first lap and a half, and then getting away from Tata Carrillo. He's pulled to the tune of a couple of seconds, and another great victory here for the Stradale Motorsport team. Double on the day for Charles Laurentiis, taking Class A plus honours as well, and he finishes up ahead of Tata Carrillo and Mark Tatoy. Class A is going to go to Ricky Giannacaro, only just though, because he's fighting right down to the line. And right to the line it was, as Gianni Giannacaro nearly passed him, but Ricky hung on to beat out Gianni and Dion Duplessis. Class B going to Alwyn Steenkamp and Ann Blunden in second. Let's catch up with Charles.
I mean, the old girl, as we like to call her, yeah, she showed metal again today. Had a bit of fun with Tato there on the start. I kind of knew he was going to jump me there. So, yeah, I thought let's make it interesting. Yeah, and I must say, yeah, the cars is just amazing in every facet, from acceleration to braking, and I think you can see it where I overtook him in turn 4. I mean, I just literally outbraked him. So, yeah, good day at the office. All the cars are in one piece, so, yeah, very happy.